Hello, hello, and welcome to Play This at My Funeral. I'm your host, Dinah Alobeid. I am so excited to welcome you to our little enclave that is one part morbid curiosity and deep existential discussions, and a whole other part that's all about uplifting music recommendations, community building, and sharing in some amazing guests' company. Each episode features a fireside conversation with a guest who is going to tell us all about how they want to be celebrated when they're gone. And within each discussion, you're going to get music recommendations, hear about some incredible, poignant moments in our incredible guests' lives. Without further ado, let's get on with the show. Hello, hello, and welcome back to Play This at My Funeral. I have a really fun guest on today because she's so much more than a guest. She is Elyse Merlo. She is my friend for the last 20 plus years or so, which I think is amazing. She is a builder of all things and a podcaster herself. She has a pretty kick-ass literary podcast called Genred. She is a homeowner. She is a blue-eyed goddess. She can wear a fringe better than anyone. Yes, I'm going to use fringe forever because I wish I was English in so many ways. Mostly just to be closer to Brett Goldstein. But welcome, Elyse, and tell us about Genred.
Well, thank you for having me, Dana, and for that introduction. I love that homeowner got in there.
Yeah,
Snuck that
you're
right in.
You're just like doing the most. You're just
Yeah.
like an icon, and I admire you. Everything about
Thank you. Right back at you, sister. I'm so excited to be here. But yes, so I have a podcast, Genre, with my sister Katie, and we have some guests on every once in a while. But we really talk about books, and the whole reason we started it was that I really found myself like stuck just reading only in my case, it was pretty much only Kindle Unlimited books. And I could not get myself out, like every once in a while I would be like, okay, I'll read a actual romance book, or like I'll read a romantasy book. These are genres that I enjoy, but I could not get myself to read those. It would have to be something huge. So I was like, what if we started a podcast where we have to read the books that the other person picks for that week, and it can be from their genres, so we can be exposed to more more books and things that are outside of what we would choose to read normally. And that's where it started. I mean, it's like a book club, but if it happened at the bar. That's sort of the vibe, and that's how the way that me and Katie usually talk about books. So, we've just are doing it in front of a microphone now.
I'm obsessed. It's chaotic book club vibes.
It is chaotic book club vibes. Yes,
it's really fun. So, let's talk about music and death.
Let's do it.
Hard turn of events. The first question I always like to kick off these conversations with is, tell me about your funeral. What's the vibe? Is it a funeral? Is it not? Is it a parade? Is it a party? What's going on?
Yeah. This is not going to surprise you, but it could surprise the listeners, is that I've never really thought about it. This is sort of the way I live my life. I think it was nice that I had to think about it for this pod, though. So I was really thinking. I'm a firm believer in that funerals are for the family left behind, not really necessarily for the person who kicked it. But I mean, my family very much does the classic non-Catholic Italian thing, which is that you go and you have a lovely wake and a visitation at at night, for depending on how popular you are, at least 1 or 2 days, and then at the funeral home where you look great in the casket. Things really get done.
Embalmment.
Yeah, embalmment. Yeah, it's open casket where really people are literally kissing rings, and then
hair and makeup.
It's some of the best glam you're ever going to see. These people in the casket, and then the morning after the 2 visitations, then we just sort of all file in those annoying card lines to the funeral home,
Mm.
have a bit of a burial. Depending on whether or not it was in the military, which some of my people are, there will be a fun taps moment. And then we all go to get an Italian lunch somewhere and get drunk by 2, go home. That's the vibe
A
in my
feast.
family. Yeah.
An
So
Italian lunch. All right, at a restaurant. You
at
keep
a
it in a
restaurant.
neutral location,
Yeah,
and then everyone get the hell out of here. Go enjoy your sweatpants.
exactly. Yeah, that's usually that's the vibe in my family, which I think
Okay.
I could get behind.
Okay.
But and there's is usually some sort of soundtrack. So I feel like we could play this playlist.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What
Yeah.
perfect. Because you, my friend, spent some time and gave some thought to how you organize this playlist. And I want you to talk us through the Elyse eras. How did you do this?
Well, I mean, I do love a theme, which I think is pretty much what I tried to do
You do
here.
love a theme.
I do.
I'm going to put in a picture of some of your best themed outfits.
Yeah, I do. I throw a great theme party. So I think that's what I sort of took this as a bit of like, Elise, this is your life. And so I don't know if it's so much, it is kind of eras, but I wouldn't necessarily, it really just is a walkthrough of some of like my favorite songs from like when I was little, but not, like a baby, but when like I sort of started finding music for myself. Like when I would like hear something and I like figured out what type of music I liked and then would sort of go from there and to like sort of where I am today. So and that's how I ended it. So that was really what I was thinking. But yes, while doing that, it is sort of I don't know, middle school, high school Elise, college Elise, and then the pop punk Elise, the indie phase Elise. When I finally
Mm.
just admitted to myself and others that I love Taylor Swift Elise.
Yes.
So and going through all of that, but I mean the through line is really lyrically dense powerhouse singers, lyrically dense songs with some sort of powerhouse singer. That's what I'm interested in, and that became very clear when I was picking these songs.
Wow. She's so thoughtful. She's so cerebral.
You,
Um, you open the playlist with Eleanor Rigby by the
yeah,
Beatles, which I feel like many people have the Beatles in their playlist. I've got the Beatles on my playlist, my funeral playlist for obvious reasons. Hey Jude, it's just like a
yeah.
gimme. You open with Eleanor Rigby, and it's not the first or second or third choice Beatles song that would necessarily come to mind for this type of playlist. Why this song in particular?
Well, it was the when thinking about the way I organized it, it was the first song I ever heard that I was like, "Whoa, what is this? Like, listen to this story." Like I mean, it wasn't like listen to the story, like the stories that you're telling, like of like the two, not only of like
Mm.
society at large, like it's like has a bigger one, but the pastor giving a sermon that no one will hear, the woman who keeps her face in a jar by the door. Who is it for? All the lonely people. So I remember listening to it and being like, what a profound moment from a band that I did know
Yeah.
before, but you only knew, like the Beatles hits, which are much more poppy. And I think I heard it because I got like a Beatles, greatest hit compilations. Oh, I think it was the ones, like that, like Beatles number
Yes.
one, like that, like it was like
Red
a red CD.
album,
Yeah.
yellow #1. I know it
Yes, and I
well.
got it for Christmas, and I was just like listening to it. What I'm sure was the Discman. I think I also got for Christmas, like on Christmas morning, and
That
I
was a
heard
good Christmas.
yeah, and I heard that song, and I was like, this is it, profound. I'm changed. I was a changed 13-year-old or however old I was when I got this, and so that's why it's the first one I can remember, and also it's a bit of a downer, so it feels like it sets the mood for a funeral.
Yes, it's definitely like thought provoking, and I love what you said about the theme of like lyrically dense, powerful music because lyricism is very literary, and what you're describing in that song is an amazing use of metaphor.
Yeah.
So that's exceptionally cool. And I saw that and I was like, oh, Elise coming in hot with I mean, I just think your playlist is so quintessentially you, but I couldn't have cherry picked these songs out for you. So I love that you're making us all think at your funeral.
Oh, yeah. They're like, they're like, oh, huh. Eleanor Rigby, what's she trying to tell me? What is she trying to tell us? From should we be reevaluating the way that we're living our lives? No, guys, it's just a kick-ass song. Don't worry about it. I'm not trying to.
I mean, I'm reevaluating how I live my life every fucking
Yeah.
day. So there's that. But, a reminder is always a reminder. Before we get into the next question, so this playlist is playing, and I'm thinking about the different stages of your funeral. Is this at the restaurant? Is this at the funeral home? When is this playlist playing?
I imagine it's the funeral home. At the restaurant, where I mean, it could be playing at the restaurant too, but usually
Let's
we're just
plug it in.
being loud. Yeah. But we can plug it in. It depends on the room situation we got at this restaurant.
Okay. All right. So you said you were like 13. So like taking a step back, are there any songs or like which songs on this playlist, if any, remind you the most of your childhood and being really young?
Yeah, probably Like a Prayer, Madonna. I think if I was, that was also, I realized, I didn't realize it at the time, but it was the Immaculate Collection, which was also a greatest hits collection, blue, with like all of those
Yes.
gilded
Gold.
frame on the top with like,
That's a
the
beautiful
M.
looking album. That's a great album.
And my dad loved Madonna. So like it was always sort of playing. Then me and Katie got a hold of the Immaculate Collection and we're like, well, this is ours now. And Like a Prayer in particular, we choreographed a little kid dance to. And I don't really remember any of it. Katie probably could. I was always the director of these sorts of things because I really had no desire to perform for the neighbors, but I was trying to do things behind the scenes. So but probably Madonna, the Immaculate Collection. That was always sort of, flashes me back to like our first house. You know what I mean? Like and like dancing on like the deck outside.
Yeah, I totally picture you just like ordering a bunch of little kids around while
exactly
Katie
what I did.
Choreographs.
Yeah.
Was there
Katie
a
had
lot
a lot
of prayer iconography?
Yes, it was a lot of this, and at one point when it's like in the midnight hour, you can feel your power. I remember this move. Hold on, I need both hands.
Oh yeah, sure. Back it up.
That's it. That's the entire move. It's just two fingers up because two hands at midnight. You see, we were trying to be a clock.
It's like a clock.
It's a clock. I think that was my contribution. I think that really literal interpretation of Like a Prayer. I think that punch was for me. So,
it's so literal. There must be an underlying meaning.
Clock.
No, I love it. I love it.
The underlying meaning was clock.
Clock. Time is so fleeting. Anyway, we could just really read into that for so long. You and I have bonded a ton over music, and some of my favorite texts to get are you saying this new album is out by Lana Del Rey, Taylor Swift, Marina and the Diamonds, and just me like binging it and giving you like my real-time reactions, which we did with the Tortured Poets Department. And you admittedly are a big Tay-Tay fan, but you weren't always out of the Taylor Swift closet. And I like never would have known that about you. And you've got a little collection, a little mini Taylor section. Tell me about these. I think it's 3 songs that you picked. Mine, All Too Well. Oh no, 5 songs.
Yeah, I think by the end of it, I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, not putting a lot of Taylor Swift in here. So I think even since I tried not to change it too much since I sent it to you, but I think there was a few more snuck in between.
Yeah, I mean,
but yeah. So mine was the first song I loved, which is why it's higher up on the list, and that was "Speak Now." So that was pretty early. So that was when I was. Like, Katie always listened to Taylor Swift a little bit more openly, but Katie always really liked country music. And I was too cool for, in quote unquote, for that at that particular point. Like when Speak Now came out, I was too cool for country.
Yeah.
I listened to punk rock. I didn't even listen to punk rock. I listened to pop punk. I was listening to Paramore. I was listening to something
also
corporate.
Here, and it's so good.
So
it's so good.
But I thought I was hard, I was really going, hard punk rock. I was not.
Misery Business does go hard.
It does go hard.
I mean, it's really, I love this song so much.
Yeah.
I love that you have it on here because it's kind of like a fight song.
It is a fight song.
The angsty girls' high school anthem.
Yeah.
It's really fun. But yeah, pop punk. Love it. Love that for you.
So I didn't really, but like I was definitely like secretly listening to Taylor Swift also. And mine was that was the one that really got me, the first one that really got me. And it was because of the lyric, "You made a rebel of a careless man's careful daughter." And I was like, get the fuck out of here. What is that? I like that.
That's a great,
Like,
it
here,
is
God,
such
that's
a
good.
good,
Like, God, that's
damn it.
good.
Shit, that's fresh.
Damn it. And yeah, I mean, it was still, Speak Now was still very much country. She wasn't really doing it. It wasn't until like Red when there was started to get, that was her next album, a lot of the pop crossover. And I Knew You Were Trouble in
That's a
particular.
good song. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fun.
That I was like, yeah, I'm just going to like Taylor Swift now. But even then, I was sort of like presenting it a little ironically. And it wasn't until 1989 that I was just like, I'm all in now. And it seemed like I got all in at 1989, which a lot of people did because it was her, most uh, most widest audience album at that point.
I'm looking at all these albums. My God, her discography. She is just a young titan of music. Oh, Tay-Tay.
I know. Also, if you're on Spotify and you're looking at it, you'll also see all of the Taylor versions, which I mean,
I do.
don't necessarily matter so much anymore because now she owns everything again.
She
But
owns all her
doesn't
shit.
matter. She got all the money from when she released those other ones too. Genius. Good job, Tay-Tay.
God, she's clever.
Yeah.
She's a clever one. You have the smallest man who ever lived, and out of
Yeah.
Torture Poets Department, like 30 plus songs.
Yeah.
Why did you pick this one? Does it mean anything?
No, I honestly, no. It means that
Alright, fine.
I put it in for the Eras tour. In particular. So the way that she performed it, like, so when she added the Tortured Poets
Yeah.
section to
section?
the Eras tour, I was like, and I was always, so I saw the Eras tour twice, once in the beginning in Houston and then once in Zurich. And
Fabulous.
I know.
Zurich, y'all. Super cash.
Well, listen, you just have to prioritize Taylor Swift. Like, those were my vacations for a couple of years. Like, it's not like I just had
It's not a bad way to spend your time and money.
Yeah. So, but like, I was so excited. Like, the way that that song is performed on the Eras tour is so great. She's, I don't know. Have you seen the videos of it?
Not of that one. I've
No.
seen Who's Afraid of Little Old Me, which is
Yeah.
one
Well,
of
so
my favorite songs.
She performs it as a death march. So she sings the beginning of it and then she marches up stage where all of her dancers are there with drums and flags. And then she leads them down the stage during the bridge while marching. And when she gets to the end, she's shot and killed. You know what I mean? Like, so like there's a thing and then like it's red and then she falls and like she's shot a couple of times. It's like so dramatic. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Love that. I
It's
love drama.
So that's why I put it on there. I do love that song, but it's not because I want to out a particular small man. It's because no one holds a grudge, nor does drama like Taylor Swift, and I love that about her. So
Me too. I feel like she was born in December, but I feel like there are definitely some like Cancer Scorpio placements in that woman's chart.
I'm sure, yeah, there are. I don't doubt it.
No. I love that. And I love Tortured Poets Department, which I feel like is many fans' least favorite album and my favorite Taylor Swift album because I wanted that album like 15, 20 years ago when I was just like constantly going through ridiculous romantic scenarios.
Yeah. Well, that was the one that did I text you or did you text me? Did you start listening to it and you were like, what is like, this is amazing. All I know is whenever it was, I don't know if I texted you to listen to it and then you spoke to me. And I just remember going to you. I'm just like, I know you are going to like this because it is a lyrically dense, sad girl album. And that's what you're looking for. You're looking for sad girl albums.
Yeah. I had many people who said to me like, I don't really like this album. I just like really like the Lover album. And I really like all of the like happier songs. And I'm thinking, not I.
Yeah.
I like the sad girl music. Bring it to me. Give it to me. Speaking of sad girls, what song on this list gives you the I feelings?
So no, I'm a huge crier. Let's just get that off. Like that's not what I'm saying, but like music songs don't specifically make me cry. It has to be like the context in which I'm in.
Oh,
And
okay.
so like for example, the first time I played I Lost a Friend, which is the Phineas song that's on there, and that's just one of my most recent favorite songs, like one of like outside of Taylor Swift, like a song that I absolutely fell in love with around, like in this era of my life. And I played it on my new car for the first time that I just bought. And I definitely got eye feelings then, but it was mostly having to do with like the new car and like freedom. And this is like a favorite song of mine. And I'm listening to it in the car, not the song. Like I didn't hear the song for the first time and cry. I don't think I've ever done that to a song.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm over here like, bare your soul to me, Elyse.
Oh,
Come now. But it's
I,
fine. You don't have to.
no, that's not
New
really.
car. I get it.
Yeah. Or I mean, I really thought when I went to the Hours tour, I was like, no way, I'm gonna cry. But you do cry at Love Story of all the songs. So, like when I went to go
Oh,
see it,
really?
and Love Story never made me cry. It's not even one of my my absolute favorite Taylor songs. But I think it was like I had never got to see Taylor sing that song live ever before. And then at that point, it's also like in the Hours tour, it's like maybe 15, 20 minutes in or something like
Oh,
that. So
it's
it's like
early.
it's pretty early in the set. But at that point though, I think your adrenaline is just high enough that like when it like Love Story hits, you see everybody sort of being like, why? Why is it happening? I didn't think I was gonna cry at a Love Story. So
I feel like there's a juncture in that. There's like this peak in that song lyrically,
hmm
and it's very emotional
yeah.
when they like finally get to be. Yeah, I think I know exactly when.
Yeah. And so like that definitely happened. But again, I wouldn't say that Love Story is like what I put on when I wanna have a good cry. I don't think I really have.
All right. You say
Okay, I
you're a
know.
crier, but
Yeah, but but I cry at mostly like nonsense things. Like I'm definitely the person who's crying. I'm getting eye feelings at commercials. Like I've watched, K-pop Demon Hunters. Definitely had a bit of a we can talk about that later.
what's that? Okay. Side note,
Well,
make a note.
side
Yeah.
note that because you're gonna ask me about soundtracks, and I have something to talk to you about. I'm gonna
Let's just go there.
so K-pop Demon
Okay.
Hunters is unfortunately
Okay.
an insane name for an absolutely excellent movie that's on Netflix.
Okay.
It is a
Okay.
cartoon. Okay, it is a
Okay.
cartoon. Um, but it is about it's sort of like if Buffy the Vampire Slayer had to form a three-piece K-pop band to fight the demons and save the world, but also learn a lot about herself, friendship, and like the pressure society puts on all of us to fit in. And has a back-to-back no skip soundtrack. Like it's a no skip soundtrack. These are huge pop songs in the vein of K-pop, right? Like they're very like poppy, like very like 3 and 5 piece harmonies. It's like the girl group is a three band. So for the demons are going to fight back in the movie, and to fight back, they create a boy band K-pop group to fight back because the whole point is that they have to
Wow.
try and steal the fans. The fans are what keep
What?
the
Okay.
okay okay
What's it called again? K-pop demon head?
K-pop demon hunt. No, no, no. It's not. It's no K-pop demon hunters. Okay, hold on. Let's
K-pop demon hunters. Okay. It's reminding me of Scott Pilgrim versus the World, which also has like an amazing soundtrack, which is just like this absurd movie with a killer cast like Chris
Does that have?
Evans.
I don't think I've ever watched it, but I did see. But I did. I know what you're
It's
talking
good.
about. I know like Are they original songs in K-pop demon hunters? I'm sorry, in Scott Pilgrim, or are they?
No, they're like indie, synthy,
Okay.
cool songs, but I love them. Like
Okay.
Metrics, I think Black Sheep. Anyway,
Yeah. I know
sidetrack.
these are original songs.
K-pop
These are
Demon
original.
Hunters original score.
I will send it to you because you should listen to at least Golden, which was the song that I just told you,
Okay,
and then also
cool.
Icon, which is the boy band song.
Done.
But
Done.
it's unbelievable, and I'm obsessed with it currently. But yes, for example, in K-pop Demon Hunters, near the end for the climactic song,
Mm-hmm.
you better believe I got some eye feelings. But that was because they've just overcome
It's
they overcome the third act conflict, and I was
it's the
invested.
story.
Yeah.
He sucked you right in. Okay, well,
Sucked me right in. This
playing
90-minute cartoon, you can watch it with Jude too. It's a children's movie. I should also say it's a children's movie.
a 4-year-old with my 4-year-old.
Yeah, it's just fun songs, a good
Okay.
message.
Okay.
I mean, he likes Spider-Man. It'd be the same thing. Less.
Oh, we cut that out. We had
I
to. It
know.
was too intense. We're like a purely Bluey family now. Just like,
There is some fighting. They do have fun, like, fun energy
mm.
swords.
Oh no, he has too much energy. His whole life is an energy sword. But I think I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna definitely check out the soundtrack because your recommendations I value highly. I don't like, I obviously knew what Hamilton was, but when I finally watched, I've never seen Hamilton live, which
Yeah.
is shameful. Your girl needs to get her ass into the city and see a show,
You
but
can you can get tickets. I mean, you could
I
only just
know.
recently get tickets easily. It
Yeah.
was probably only within the past year or so. So it wasn't it's not just you.
Yeah. All right. Well, I've seen it several times on the Disney Plus streaming service, and I was blown away by everything about it. And I love the music so much. Like, not only because it's storytelling, but it's because, like, it's genius lyricism and you can dance to frickin' every song, every genre of dance. And I have a couple of the Hamilton soundtrack songs on my own playlist. I have
Hmm.
Nonstop.
Yeah.
I have Wait for It. I have Satisfied, which I'm obsessed with. I'm
Hmm.
so obsessed with Satisfied. But yes, you have a song from the Hamilton soundtrack on here, and it is Burn, sung by Philippa Sue, which is really beautiful and sort of like a song that sneaks up on you. Tell me about the placement of this on your playlist.
Well, ultimately, Eliza is the story, right, to Hamilton. So, like, she's the
Speaking of
one.
crying, oh,
Yeah. So, like, she's the
oh
one who,
my.
ends it. But, like, this is also the third act conflict, essentially, right? Like, and we see Hamilton's, like, throughout the play, you see Hamilton's, self-centered narcissism, all of that sort of get him in trouble. He's like, well, you know, I didn't do what you accused me of doing, so I'll tell you what I was really doing, which was
Ugh.
cheating on my wife. And then his wife, this like gorgeous, perfect woman who loved him despite all of his flaws, goes respectfully in the nicest way possible. Respectfully, go fuck yourself. And that's what this song is. And it's an excellent, it's an excellent, like how it's like
Oh.
it's a it's a I'm not even mad, I'm just disappointed type of song. And she goes, get out of here. I'm uptown. You stay down here. You'll never hear from me again. So,
Get to
and then,
Steppin', Alexander
yeah,
Hamilton.
get to step, and we can't divorce because this is colonial times. But
These
we
colonial days, the days of yore.
that's not how this works. But if you think that you're in charge, no, sir. No, sir, you are not. Get out
It's
of here.
badass.
And yes, and it is badass, and it's just badass in like a very like understated way. It's obviously gorgeous. Like Philippa Sue has a gorgeous voice. It's a gorgeous song, and it really sets up for when she decides to, you know, keep his legacy going after he dies, like near like at the end of the play, right? It shows that she is sort of a benevolent and caring soul. And, it's a bit of a cliche that behind every man is a strong woman, but I mean, particularly back then, women weren't allowed to do much. So in this case, he would have never been what he was without her, even. And he did eventually come to see that, at least in the play. Who knows? But yeah, but like that's why I put that on there. It's a gorgeous song, and it's also like such an understated breakup song,
Oh,
like
yeah.
full of like such vitriol, but like again, just said in the nicest way that you possibly can. That I'm not even going to do anything to ruin your life. Me telling you to leave is going to ruin your life. Come back when you figured it out, and maybe I'll let you in.
It's so good. I mean, she's dropping like ancient Egyptian mythological references to Icarus from Flying Too Close to the
Just to the
Sun.
sun, yeah.
She's just like, she's academic, she's brilliant, she's
Hmm.
poised. She's not going to stoop to his level.
No,
And it is such a good song. And, you talk about the end, and I mean, like, we're not spoiling anything because it literally happened hundreds of years
yeah.
ago. And the
Surprise, he dies.
I I can think about the line in the show when they say, "Oh, the orphanage," and I could start crying right now, just like
Yeah,
hearing it in my head, not even hearing it in actuality, because it's just like the fuck
the
the orphanage.
the orphanage, the orphanage.
And Alexander Hamilton was an orphan. Like, it's just too much for me. It's too much for my heart to handle.
I mean, there's no way for me to, no way for me to, really claim that I think that Eliza's an Aquarius. But
Oh.
this is, as an Aquarius, I really identify with like the type of burn that she gives here, like it's sort of just like, just in case you're wondering, I'm going to destroy the one nice thing you've ever done, the one thing that could possibly redeem you.
Damn.
And then at one point she's like, it's like, you, it's like you're not allowed in my bed. Like the world doesn't get to know, like doesn't get to know what I say or know what I said.
Yeah.
And it's basically like, she's like, in case you're wondering, this is a hard boundary. We're going no contact. And when you realize what you've done and you can apologize sincerely, maybe I'll consider it. And that is how I deal with conflict at the very least as an Aquarius. So I think I think that's also part of why I like the song.
I really love that you identified some of your strongest traits in this song and in this historical figure of Eliza Schuyler.
Yeah, I mean, I can't claim that she's an Aquarius. Know nothing about her.
We
the
could
actual
find it out
I
pretty
know. We could
easily.
figure
I'm
it out.
like Elizabeth Schuyler, date of birth? Just like a quick Google. August 9th. I bet she's like an Aquarius rising.
Yeah, she has to be.
Because she's a Leo. She was a Leo.
I was going to say, she's not very Leo-y in the play.
No.
I would not call her a Leo. Angelica's a Leo.
Yeah, Angelica's fun. And Peggy. I just like always picture Peggy saying it like a distraught toddler.
Yes.
Anyway, I love Hamilton. I love it so much, and it's so good. So let's say this like playlist is the soundtrack of your life. Do you have a name for it?
No, I
Okay.
don't have a name for it.
That's
I
fine.
guess.
You don't have to.
No, I wasn't really thinking about it. If it was like, I've always said that if I wrote a memoir, it would be like the wine without the tea. So I guess we can call it that.
Oh, like the wine without the tea because of your beautiful last name, Merlo.
Yeah. But yeah, so we guess we
That's
call
a
that. But
good one.
no,
Like the wine without the tea. That's cute. That's good. I think that's the name of it.
Okay.
So let's talk about like music that maybe isn't uplifting, but like is sure to get your ass shaking. Like what kind of music or what songs, and are there any on here that are like sure to get you dancing no matter where you are or what the mood is?
I mean, I think I can really dance to any song, but obviously, like on here, Bad Romance, like you and I have definitely just like just sat and watched Lady Gaga videos, just
Yeah.
front to back. Just I'd like to say like, like when we're drinking late at night, but I feel like the last time we did it was just like sitting on my couch during the day, like having
Not drinking.
salsa and cheese or something. Yeah, like so. But yeah, that I mean, like
No, that was
this.
the last time we did that was MGK's Cliche.
Oh yes, that's true. Well, I mean, that wasn't a front to back moment, but yes, that's true. We
It's
did.
a great moment.
I know. I really thought about putting some MGK on here.
Oh,
but
you didn't. I know. Why not?
I would have been from his previous album.
Okay.
Lesson from My Downfall, which I definitely could, but like those are. I think even though I really love that album, it didn't like pop into my head like when I was when I was making it. It would have been like an afterthought putting on there, but no, it was definitely a strong contender.
All right. Okay.
But yeah, but like that on this list, I would say Me and Mia.
Oh yeah, that's a fun song.
It is a fun song about an eating disorder. Like near the it's like fighting food to find transcendence is the bridge.
I mean,
But yeah,
it is
but
like
definitely,
such a fun song to dance to.
that's a fun poppy punk song. Since You've Been Gone, always.
Oh yeah, that's a great song to dance to.
Sunday Morning is a good jumping dance song.
Can
I
we
really feel
talk
like you can
about Sunday Morning?
Yeah.
Because I feel like Sunday Morning is a song that I have always loved, but it's completely underappreciated, like a classic B-side from No Doubt, from like their biggest album.
Yeah. Well, Tractor Kingdom front to back no skips all Bob album. It's a perfect
good.
album. It remains that way. It's one of my top albums of all time.
But why this song?
Oh, I love this song. I think I have a very clear memory. It did get a music video, Sunday Morning. I have a very clear memory of it because I was like at my grandparents' house up in Vermont, and I was being a moody teenager.
The best
And I was
times.
just watching MTV in their living room, not, and being like, wow. And it was like it was a weird it was a weird No Doubt music video.
Of
Feels
course.
like I'm having like flashes of what it is, but I remember like really liking it. And then I love Tragic Kingdom so much that again, I think on that Discman, I was just like listening to it over and over again, like on the ride to and from this trip to Vermont. And that was always one of my favorites. And then when I got older and I would keep listening to the album, it was a song that I would listen to going to and from Penn State a lot when I was in grad school. And I would make that drive to and from, like, to go, like, see my family and stuff like that for holidays. It was like a 3 or 4-hour ride. And one time I convinced myself that I could sing it in karaoke. I said, I sing Sunday morning in my car all the time. I know all the words. I can definitely sing it. And I got up there and I went, this is it. This is in Gwen Stefani's highest register. And like, and I do not have Gwen Stefani's range. I got up there and it was my first karaoke suicide where I was like, I've done this to myself. What am I going to do? And so I just jumped around on stage and did a lot of like holding the mic out to the audience. It was still pretty fun though. Yeah, I could not sing it. Surprise! I don't have a Gwen Stefani's voice, but no, it's so good. I think it's also a breakup song again. It's like the pre-breakup song.
Yeah. You
It's
came
it's
in
like
with
when
the
you know,
breeze
yeah.
on
It's like
Sunday
it's when you
morning.
know it's not going to last anymore, but like it's still happening. I feel like that's the vibe I get from that song.
Yeah, a lot of great breakup songs making you feel happy.
It's always because again, I think a breakup song is the easiest way into story songs. And
Okay.
it's because it's the like since you've been gone, and I mean like all
Okay.
of those. It's the easiest thing.
Yeah.
It's a very like love songs are lovely, but breakup songs are fun, even when they're sad. A lot of the ones that at least that I picked on here are a little bit more upbeat. But I mean, Smallest Man Who Ever Lived, technically sad, but man,
Oh,
savage. So it's
it
fun.
is.
So,
It's fun. It's really good. Is that that and in the lyrics is like, "Did you have a gun underneath the bed?" Is that
yeah.
one? Yeah,
hmm
so good. That's
Yeah.
great.
You a sleeper
Gosh.
cell spy in 10
Yeah.
years while all this BT classified?
I mean, she's a genius. Damn it, Taylor, you're so smart
Yeah.
with your lyricism. So we're talking a lot about really well-known songs, and I mean, even Sunday Morning is by one of the most popular bands of the '90s, no
hmm
doubt. Tell me about a song on here that you love that other people might not know about. Like, introduce the world to a song that maybe doesn't get a lot of fanfare.
I guess it would have to be I Lost a Friend by
Okay.
Phineas.
Okay.
If I'm looking through, I mean, I thought everybody knew Rilo Kiley and Portions for Foxes, but I was told by
Oh.
my sisters that's not the case. But Portions for Foxes was on Grey's Anatomy,
Grey's
so
Anatomy. I
yeah.
was gonna say, I know that song from Grey's Anatomy.
No, I knew Rilo Kiley from before that, but it was because I became obsessed with Jenny Lewis, but they and then followed her around for a little while too. But yeah, this is one of their biggest songs, and like I would say, one of the biggest songs of the early 2000s. I'd argue.
Ah, it is, and it sounds like the early 2000s.
Yeah,
It I don't know what portions for foxes means. Do you know what
this
it
is
means?
I mean, the way that I sort of always interpreted it is that like we're all gonna die someday. We'll all be portions for foxes. So
Oh,
like portions
I
eating for
got
foxes.
it.
And it's
I
more, but this is like
got it.
once again about the end of a relationship, sort of like the end of an era sort of thing. So it's just like it's an ending song.
We come full circle to yet another breakup song, but
Yeah. This is not an overt breakup song, Portions for Foxes, but it is sort of like an ending song. If you ever seen the video, it's just the band, Rilo Kiley, playing in like a taxidermy studio for all intents and
oh,
purposes. It's
fun.
just like stuffed animals all around them, and there's like creepy old people watching them, like in
That's
sort of like a
nice.
matinee sort of thing. But yeah, I Lost a Friend by Phineas is from Phineas is Billie Eilish's brother, and he does all of
Okay.
the
Oh, yeah, yeah,
um
yeah.
yeah, so they work like he produces all of her music and things like that, but he has a few of his own albums, and this is from Blood Harmony, which was like from 2019. And I don't know how I found this. I think it was just given to me by,
By
Spotify
Spotify.
algorithm, like when like whatever I was listening to fell out. And I love this. I love this entire album. This album to me was also in 2019 when Spotify gave me my Spotify Wrapped, and it's always Taylor Swift is always usually like my top. Not in 2019. It was Phineas in this album. I listened to it so much that it beat out even Taylor Swift. So
That's saying something.
this is a friend breakup song, in case we're.
Well, I really truly love everything that's about a friend breakup.
Mhm.
I just think the concept is like so understudied and utilized in art.
Yeah.
And I end up thinking about it a lot because people come in and out of our lives all the time.
Mhm.
And
And that's
sometimes you
really
don't
what this is.
realize. Yeah, oh,
Yeah.
that's
Like it's like
beautiful.
a yeah, it's like I'll be all right, but not tonight. Like I lost a
Mm,
friend, I lost my mind. Like, and it's just like this gorgeous sort of melody. He has a lovely, and he's like a very
yeah.
strong, like voice. And I mean, that entire album, but like also that song in particular. It's definitely like
Okay.
probably like one of, like I was said earlier, it's like my newest favorite song outside of Taylor Swift, like as an adult, I think.
Well, thank you for introducing us to a different side of Phineas. And like fun fact, Phineas did a lot of the songs for the Disney animated film Turning Red.
Oh, that
Did
doesn't surprise me. I didn't know that, but it doesn't surprise me.
there are some there's like a boy band in it that this like
Hmm.
preteen girl is obsessed with. And the songs are so good. And like Phineas sings in them and like was a big part of writing them. And I was like, these songs are so good. But I appreciate when someone you don't realize is like associated with a project like a Disney animated film.
Yeah,
But yeah, there's your fun fact.
I
And
know.
everyone give a listen to Phineas, I Lost a Friend. And this album is the Blood, what?
Blood Harmony.
Blood Harmony. I
Hmm.
like that name. That's a good album title.
Yeah, it's his. He has a new album out from 2024 that is
Hmm.
also very good. But then he also has. I'm actually quite excited about. He has a duet album coming out with
Ooh.
it's called The Favors. I'm forgetting, but it's a woman that he has done songs with before, and so like they're like they've created a band, and I'm like, oh, I'm excited for this. This really
That's
feels like this is going to
cool.
be something. So.
That's exciting. Okay, we'll look out for that one.
Mhm.
All right. So, what is a band that you feel like you need to defend to everybody? Like maybe they're not the most popular and you just feel like, no, no, I am always in this band's corner.
I don't. I mean, like, it used to be what I would do with Taylor a lot,
Uh,
but I think she's again,
she's fine without
yeah,
your help.
she's fine. I mean, but she's genre hopped so often now that she doesn't. I mean, Taylor never needed my help, but oh, you know what? Not on this playlist, but was very important to me when I was younger was Hanson.
Oh,
I will defend
that's
Hanson to the death. I know.
oh.
I should have put Hanson on. Hanson was my first concert.
Okay, tell me more about this because this is something I did not expect to hear from
No,
you.
they were my very first concert. Me and Katie loved them. We got really early, and our cousin, who's I don't know, maybe 10 or 15 years older than me at the time, got tickets to a Hanson concert, but it was a radio Hanson concert. Like they were like Hanson was still so new that they weren't doing concerts. They were just playing at radio stations, like when radio stations would have like little.
Yeah,
And so we got tickets, but then there was too many people who got tickets. Like it was too popular of a thing, so they moved them to the Meadowlands, which is like a fairground in
not a
North Jersey.
radio station.
And so yeah, like because it was too big, and so we went there to see them like really early in the morning because it was still put on by the radio station, so it was still put on by like the morning show on the radio station. So it
Oh
was
God.
incredibly early. We were there, and it was amazing. My very first concert. It was right next to the tent where they like had the little like the stage set up was like right next to all of the carnival things. So it was right next to like the sign for like the bearded lady or like the like the smallest man. Nobody was in it, but it was the booths that would happen later in the day when the fairground opened.
The smallest man who ever lived, was he there?
He was there.
That is
He
a
was there.
really interesting juxtaposition of
I know.
experiences. It was like the
It
New
was
Jersey, the county fair
yeah.
and Hanson just like
But
on the
babies, like
cusp
this was
of being
just yeah, it
big.
was just when Bop came out. Like it was like
Oh
just it was, it was like
God, what
they
year
were
was
not
that?
quite it was yeah, there's happened to me once before when me and my sisters went to Gov Ball
Mhm.
and that was the first year that Billie Eilish was anything. And so she was in this very small stage,
Oh my God.
in early in the day. And Katie was just like, let's go see this girl. She has this cool song, Ocean Eyes. And we get into the tent and the tent is packed. Like it was so she brought out Khalid, like, because they just had like their duet together. And again, this was like
Yeah, that's a
baby.
good
This was like
song.
baby
Lovely.
Billie. Hmm.
Lovely, I think is
Like
that song.
baby Billie Eilish. And I was just like, oh, she's about to be huge. I would imagine it would be like if you saw like Chapel Roan, you know, 3 summers ago instead of like this one. It would be something like that. So, but yeah, no, and I will still defend Hanson, back to Hanson, because they
Yeah,
are excellent
bring it
musicians.
back.
They
Okay.
continue to make pretty good music. I don't follow them very closely, but my friend Brianna does. So I actually saw them in concert not too long ago, probably like 2021, 2022.
Okay.
Solid show, really
Okay.
good. And you know what? They seem like nice guys. So I'll defend Hanson.
Yeah. Okay, I see that. They're not doing anything to degrade anybody, be
No,
salacious. They're not judging anybody. They're not
no.
creating problems.
And they're still singing songs from that album. They have had so many albums since, and they have a very dedicated fan base that I'm
Oh,
not a part
I'm
of,
sure they do.
but like they follow them around like the world
Oh,
sort of like fan
good
base.
for
And they
them.
seem seem like really normal guys, you know,
Good
just
for
hanging out.
Hanson.
Good for Hanson. I feel
3
like
brothers.
yeah,
3
Hanson doesn't get the
brothers.
respect they deserve.
Okay. That was a shocker, but I really appreciate you walking us down memory lane. And the year that Mbop was big was 97, which why does it
Yeah.
feel like it was not that long ago? It was so long ago.
97. That makes sense. I would have been in like 7th grade. So that makes
Yes.
sense where like that's exactly the time that I would have, fallen in love with like a boy band because I never really got too into NSYNC or Backstreet Boys. Like I like
These
them in the way that everybody liked them, but like I wasn't like when every girl was like
I was not
picking one
that
or the
into
other, I
them.
was just like sometimes their songs are great and sometimes I'm okay with it. They do have some bangers though. But
Okay, but the Backstreet Boys have bangers
oh,
or
and NSYNC, both
Hanson?
of them. Oh, and
Yeah.
Hanson too. I mean, please, my boys. Um
Yeah,
They have
I
a song called
mean,
"Man from Milwaukee," I remember,
I
that talked
don't
about a
know.
B-side. It was weird as hell. Like,
Okay.
on the middle of nowhere on their first album.
I did not know how deep your love for Hanson
It's just
ran.
that first album.
Okay, just
I definitely should have put a song
you
on my
you
list, though. I'm
can.
gonna edit it after this. I'm gonna put it back on after this. I should have put on at least one from the middle of nowhere. Oh my god, Yearbook. They had a song on it
Tell me
that
more.
it's called Yearbook, and the
Okay.
chorus is, "Where did he go? I wanna know. Where did Johnny go?" And it was about a missing child, basically. Like they're looking through the
Oh
yearbook and they see
my.
Johnny and they get sad because where did Johnny go? Who
Like
knows? Was
private
Johnny
school?
murdered? Did he run away? No, it's suggested that Johnny's in some danger. That Johnny, I'm not quite sure what the danger is, but Johnny's in danger.
I feel like our generation grew up with like missing children on milk cartons. Like that was
That song also really reminded me of of
where
like a
did Johnny go? Damn.
of like a Goosebumps book or something because this really again
Oh,
correlated in the time where I was reading
a lot of goosebumps.
like or just yeah like
Those were
I
good.
didn't really love Goosebumps because they were scary, and I've never liked scary things. But it was a Goosebumps-esque book, and it was about you know,
A
I think
missing
probably like the end of the world or something, in which they had to like fight against it. And I don't know, it had something, but it was very high school based, and I think it really resonated with me in that song, forever linked in my brain.
child. Okay. Wow. Wow, you just like took me on an emotional roller coaster
I
there.
know you wanted me to get
And
vulnerable, and I went, remember
you
Yearbook
went
by Hanson?
no,
No, it's
because
just me.
I've
No, just me and my sisters. Remember Yearbook from Hanson.
um my Elise, I want to talk about your closer song because
Oh yeah,
you're the last song you have on your playlist. Oh, and I just wanted to say, go ahead and edit your playlist. Like that's the beauty of this. Just keep editing it forever
yeah.
and ever and ever. Keep
I'm putting
adding to
Yearbook
it.
on as we speak.
Oh, good,
It's happening
good.
right now.
You don't want to forget that.
No, no.
You end with Mr. Brightside by The Killers, which is I'm obsessed with this song. It comes up a lot in conversation.
Hmm.
The iconic moment of Cameron Diaz's emotional release in the Rose Cottage in the movie The Holiday, which you recently watched for the first time.
I did recently watch for the first time.
God.
That's true.
I can't. That's like a whole other story we need to talk about. But Mr. Brightside, why is it on your playlist? I mean, like, I love this song. I just think it's an amazing song. But is there any other reason?
Yeah, I haven't. Have I not told you my? No, okay. I can tell by your face that I haven't. It's the millennial "Don't Stop Believing." So it's the song that you put on.
Revelation.
Yeah. So it's the and I've been saying this for years, and I feel like
But not to me, apparently.
apparently not. And it's the song you play. It's the last song. It's the last song at the party. You play
Oh
Mr.
my God,
Brightside.
it
You get
is.
everybody in the room knows it. Everybody in the room loves it. Everybody screams it, and then you go, good night, and you leave. And that's why it's my last song.
It's so good. Well, you need to edit because now yearbooks at the end, so just edit that.
But yeah, I'll move it. I'll move it up.
God,
That's
you're
fine.
so right.
Yeah, it's happened slowly. The first time I recognized it, I was in like Nashville for work. Probably like, I guess it would have to be like 200 and whatever, 2018.
229.
I was with like, coworkers, and the band at the bar played "Don't Stop Believing," and somebody was like, "I don't think we have one of these. You're like a song that like everybody knows." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, we do. Just give me a second." And
Hold my drink.
Yeah, and I went up there, paid the $20 to get them to play it fast, and they're like, "Oh, yeah, this is Mr. Brightside it's the Don't Stop Believing for millennials."
Wow, you may have heard it here first, or maybe you knew this on your own for folks listening, but like,
Go ahead and clip that. Go ahead and clip that, Dina.
I feel changed as a person having heard you say that. I have a really fun memory with this song, which is around 2014, December 2014, Brighton, England. Earlier that year, I'd started a job as a director of public relations at a small startup, and it was based in the UK. And I went to my first ever UK company holiday party, a Christmas party. And that shit was rowdy as hell. It took place in these teepee tents on the water, on the Brighton shore. And they had a live band and an open bar, and like the drinks were flowing, the vodka sodas were flowing. And also, like, everyone in England is obsessed with Jaeger bombs, or at least they were back then. Like, people were, not me, and picklebacks. Picklebacks had like such a moment.
And that was the moment. 2014, that was the moment of the pickleback.
That was the moment of the pickleback.
Right. That's the right time.
Like, all these drinks were like super dressed up fancy. Everyone is messy. I mean, what a great time to be with like executives and being messy. But also like sales reps who were like 21 years old. And the band played Mr. Brightside. And I don't know what compelled me, but I like went on stage and sang with them. And it was just like so rowdy and ridiculous. And it's like, why is this American girl on the stage? But it's like, why not?
Yeah.
But that song, I gotta find, there's a really great picture of all this happening. Like, I'm on stage and then there's a bunch of my friends from work in like varying states of unrest and chaos. I gotta find that and superimpose that here. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. But that song is just, it's so, like, it makes me giddy.
Yeah.
And it is the Don't Stop Believing of our generation. It is the closing time tried to be that.
Yeah. It doesn't have it's not bombastic enough closing time. So I think that's what it is.
It's too mellow and too one note.
And it is one of those songs where, yes, we lived it and loved it, but now like the younger generation is also like, good song. Like we were to Don't Stop Believing when we were in college. Like we were still putting it on and like scream singing it. Like it's always, everybody likes Don't Stop Believing. Everybody likes Mr. Brightside. It's just very, but like the generation it's part of is the millennial generation. That is our Don't Stop Believing. If Glee was on today, it would be the first song that they performed on the first episode. It would be
just like Don't Stop Believing.
Yes, just like it would be whatever episode. Like, yeah, it would be the, they would have played it at regionals or something. That would have been the big closer of like the mid-season closer. It's without a doubt.
Glee was so iconically of a time as well. And you introduced me to Glee, the show, which put Leah Michele on the map, Miss one Rachel Berry, and had like, what I loved about that show was how many incredible cameos they had, like Kate Hudson and Idina Menzel and Kristen Chenoweth. Oh my God, Gwyneth Paltrow at NYU, right?
No, that was Kate Hudson, I think, was NYU.
The dance
Gwyneth
teacher.
Paltrow was just like I think she was like a substitute teacher. I'm not sure, but she was around for a while. Like she did a few episodes.
Oh my goodness. Gwyneth Paltrow is a gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah. Glee did not age well. You know,
no,
I haven't tried to watch it again, but I had a few people who tried and they're like, oh no. Unfortunately, it like on every step, it actually ages quite poorly.
Yeah, but I mean, of that moment, it is a time capsule. Yeah. And we actually saw them perform, not them, them perform
it was
live.
It was the cast perform live. They did the cast did like a small tour, and we saw them at I want to say Madison Square Garden.
No, it wasn't that big. Was it a theater at Madison Square Garden? It was 2010.
Yeah. I think it was Madison Square Garden.
But it was like a theater.
Rockefeller Center?
Radio City Music Hall.
Radio City. Okay.
Oh my God. That was a fun little sojourn.
I know. And after that, we actually after that might have been the day that I karaoke suicide Sunday morning. I think that's when I thought maybe
Grizzly
Sunday
Pear.
morning. Yeah. That might have been the time that could have been.
Was it the same? Oh, I really hope so.
I'm not in. Let's just say it was.
It was.
It was that time. But we had a great time at karaoke. We were just singing. It was also
Fleet Week. There were sailors in the audience.
And there was also, it was the summer that
2010.
not Empire State of Mind. I always get this. The Jay-Z and Alicia Keys song. New York.
Yeah, New York Empire State of Mind.
Empire State of Mind, is that right? Okay.
Billy Joel is New York State of Mind.
Yes, I know. I was like, so it was the summer that song came out. So we were also I remember just walking the streets of New York City, and it was coming out of cabs. It was coming out of cars. It was coming out of windows. It was coming out of literal boom boxes. It felt like, and I was the entire that, and then we also sang that at karaoke as well. I think Nikki did the Jay-Z part, and Katie sang Alicia Keys' part.
Oh, that's so good. What a night. And I know I sang Don't Rain on My Parade because it was Leah Michele's big number. And I do not have the vocal range to sing that song.
You don't quite have, you don't have the Leah Michele Babs range, but you killed it anyway. Karaoke's all about confidence.
Well, yes, but people go and act like it's their audition for The Voice.
Yeah, well, that's on them.
They take it
that's
seriously.
That's something they have to look inside themselves about.
I'm just trying to have fun at karaoke.
Yeah.
We should go to karaoke soon.
Yeah, I'd love to. Okay, I never say no to karaoke.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Elyse, my love. Elyse Margaret Merlo. Like the wine without the tea. Thank you for being here with me and spending some time on this beautiful summer evening.
Yes,
and
of course.
Sharing your playlist. And I just love you. And I'm so happy.
Oh my God. It was so fun. Thanks for having me.
Anytime. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
That's our show for today. Thanks for joining us on Play This at My Funeral, where we go really deep and a little morbid, but we keep it upbeat nonetheless. If you like today's episode, please like and subscribe wherever you get your audio fixes, Spotify, Apple Music, etc. Leave us a 5-star review and a comment. Let's get into some conversations. What music did you discover today? You can always get more Play This at My Funeral with the full video podcast episodes on YouTube. Feel free to follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Play This at My Funeral Podcast. And if that's not enough of me, you can subscribe to my Substack newsletter, Write, Dance, Repeat. For more information, you can head to DinahSusanAlobeid.com. Thanks for joining us today, and we'll see you next time.